So what is up, guys? Today we'll be tackling a lone warrior on Heckle, get you over all the good stuff, all the matches he can get himself into, and seeing how good he can actually be in certain situations. So we're about to show you that in this video here. We got a couple matches for you to show you how good of a lone warrior he can be. So let's get started by diving in. Alright, so here we go. We're diving right into our first round against Lord Draken. Now, the interesting thing about Heckle is we have to learn what this guy is all about. There's obviously certain things you got to do, and things like that become tricky in the long run. With that Talon backstrike, you know, when he backdashes with it, when he just throws it and then he goes away, it is weird. It is, because its full damage comes from when it smacks the opponent down. Now, I don't want to say anything about that, but that looked like it was a shield that slowed his breaker down where he couldn't even reach me. So I thought that was interesting. See, we weren't taking a lot of that stuff, but he has a breaker, he's got all this stuff, so we're kind of prepping out the rewind right now. It's rewind time! Good way to use that joke. It's rewind time. Oh, look. Alright, now that back thing is situational. It really depends. But in this battle, I was kind of going a different route. Because that Dark Energem Slash combo gives you some oomph and other things that kind of can help your character out in the long run. The thing about playing Heckle is the fact that you have to time your primaries wisely. Because legit, out of all Heckle's attacks, his breaker's the only thing doing damage. So you have to make more use with that in the long run. Backtrack is just so weird. I mean, it'll work, then it won't work. It's a weird attack. But the whole point is comboing off like the rewind, which is tricky already. So you kind of want the breaker as much as you can, because the breaker is the realest attack that's going to be giving you the most damage. It gives you, that was like 12,000 worth of damage right there. And if you can pull it off, you pull it off. So right here, I was kind of just waiting it out because right now my moves were like weird. So again, I get backtrack. Obviously, I want to use this for a breaker when I can. That was a waste. But the good thing about that was you were able to get out of that, which was good. Now, my next issue here was throwing a boomerang. And then doing that attack and then realizing nothing happened. But that crits, though. Those crits. So yeah, we're about to get screwed. We're about to get hit by the marks of light right now. But the best thing just happened. Energem Slash happened. And that attack legit saved the game. So we're down to the point where he's already like confused. Like, wow, really? When marks of light doesn't work like that, I'd be pissed too. Oh, here we go. And I got another shield, so I was safe regardless. 1, 2. Slice. So Talon Ranger isn't as S as I want him to be, and I'm going to explain that more in the next vid. The things that kind of really hold this character back is that boomerang shield, and the boomerang shield legit just being like that type of thing that can become situational to you as the player, where it can have some backlash if your opponent blocks it right. So we always try to go for like the shield into the breaker, because that's what we always want. That's what we're about. That's our life. And when we can, that's when we start, you know, capitalizing with damage, all that stuff, yada yada. So, in reality, you really want to keep maxing out the primaries, because the primaries is legit the only thing giving Heckle real damage. Everything else is situational damage where it won't work, and then sometimes it will work. It's weird. See, like that, pop up, and now, like, we're in the situation where we're about to block, then do Dark Orbit. And Dark Orbit is like really strong. It's a really good attack. If you get it twice, you max out the damage pretty nicely. Like I said, that's roughly 12,000 damage that you put in. So once you do that breaker, that's why the boomerang's out there. It's like having a Zanaku assist as a shield. It helps you. 1, 2, and then backtrack for free damage. 3,200 for a 4 cost. Could be better. But honestly, they try to make you get them damage from the rewind. And rewind's already tough enough as it is. Especially that not actually working. But that's just me. It's wasting all those shields, like, geesh. Like, you need to waste all that? Oh, that's a GG's. Woo! So Heckle's like, I wouldn't put Heckle at an S. I would really put this guy at maybe an A for how good those attacks get. It's because of these situations that he gets in these things, you know. The breaker is situational, always. Because if you don't have a boomerang or a back to set, if you can't set it up, it's hard to just pull it off just like a normal person. See, that's like the main thing they want you to do, backtrack into the breaker and all that good stuff. But that gets tricky sometimes. I legit threw that boomerang just because I can pull this breaker off in a safety net. It didn't matter if he did a breaker. I was going to be first always. But as you can see, he had more priority there, and right now he doesn't have a shield. That dodge killed me, and that killed me too. So it's kind of just, you know, Heckle getting in there is the most you try to get with your buck here. And the shield, the rewind, kind of helps you in like weird ways. You just got to make sure you pull it off to a degree. All right, so he's got this thing here. He's got a strike, but, you know, we got these strikes maining him. Now, if I hit the breaker, I think I would have won that. But right now we were in a situation where a rewind was there to help us out. And that missed, so that kind of killed the hype. So again, this is where I screwed up. I should have rewind first before setting up that breaker. That's the key thing to playing this character. Yeah, you got screwed after wasting that. You were expecting a block. Did not happen. That's the key to playing Heckle, is that. Rewind, then breaker. It's certain things that like kind of can help Heckle in those situations. They want you to use rewind a lot. Rewind is pretty much your setup for almost half his stuff, and that's what's crazy. The breaker does the setups, but the strike is sometimes the setup too. Like I said, everything is, it's weird. Everything can happen. Anything can really happen. 1, 2. Insta blocks with RJ are crazy. But once you get that breaker in, you make up for in that block. You kind of get your damage just from that, and that's good. I mean, I got it at a good spot right there. I mean, trying to plan this breaker is tricky enough. Because that's the beauty of playing Heckle. It's just that. Shield, then breaker. They gave Heckle this unique technique that they just want you to kind of like master in your own way. I mean, I didn't even get what I wanted. And that's what sucks, because what you try to go for gets trickier to get. And by trickier to get, I mean, it's legit tricky to get that breaker again when you need it. The game will throw you a shield that you really don't need, and that's something no one really wants. So, you know, we did that rewind attack. We got out of there. We did backtrack. So we try to set it up again like always. Because that's all we can do right now is just set up that shield. That's it. And then just do that. That's what makes Heckle good, but it's not S tier worthy of a lone warrior. And lastly, like Heckle can go through these types of movesets, these types of combinations that can kind of screw him up. But the main focus of Heckle is pulling the boomerang as best as you can. You want the breaker and you want rewind out the best you can. Because right there is going to be your savior. So in this Guile match, this is going to be a fun one. So here we go. We got this Guile. We got this breaker. Energem Slash is one of the most 50-50 moves I've ever seen. It works some of the time and then it doesn't work. It's very weird. No, it's a weird move. If it worked all the time, it would be godly, but it doesn't. It's situational. You see how sometimes they block it, sometimes they don't. So it's weird. So when he got that shield, so I knew he was kind of screwed because he's blocking and he didn't have the right attack for that. So we kind of capitalized. That's like the best way to do it. That block was OP. And once you get a block in, I feel like that move is almost unblockable. I'm unsure. Obviously, the more you test it, the better you know. So we're just kind of getting these shields in. We're getting these attacks in. 1, 2. Like I said, your opponent has time to block it. It's just certain moments where you can't block this attack. It's weird. It's situational, and that's the understanding of it. So we're going to do 2 more now live, and then we're going to call it quits for Heckle. I believe this character has potential. Not S tier potential, just a normal base potential of being a good lone warrior. He can fight on his own, but every setup depends on the character and situation that you're fighting that character in. whether it be breakers or strikes, breakers, and all that stuff. You want to put 2 and 2 together to kind of feel the flow of your Heckle. I mean, feel your Heckle. But honestly, like, once you put this together, like, you can really do stuff with this. So we're fighting Ryu Ranger. He's got a shield assist. So let's see what we can put together with this. 1, 2, boomerang. Oh God, that Cammy was free. Okay, here we go. Boomerang, breaker, breaker, break. I don't know why he thought that was gonna work. Nope. That much I was expecting. 1, 2, slice. And like I said, it's an attack. It's a weird attack that for some reason people can't see. 1, 2, slice. No Sokuto Rush for you, sir. And that's a breaker, and that breaker gives me a lot of priorities, guys. Nope. Oh, snap. Really? Oh, God. Not good. Oh, I was going for the rewind time. Here we go. Breaker, breaker, breaker. Get that damage in while you can, always. Nope. And that was a waste because I thought that actually had like that type of combo potential, and I was wrong. Breaker, breaker, GG's. That's the whole point about rewind. You need it to pull this breaker off almost 80% of the time. That's the trick to this. Rewind is the trick to this character, and it's insane. Once it's out there, breaker. If they strike it, they have to get lucky to dash out of the strike just in time. That's what I'm trying to talk about here in this video. It's that combo that can give them that Lone Warrior essence, and it's tricky. So that's why we watch out for those types of things. But all honesty, I can't put him at S for that. A at best. That's all I can do for him. And you know what? I'll take the A for this character any day of the week. So let's finish up strong, guys. Ugh. Like I said, easy blocks. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. And boom, boom. There we go. And you see how I popped him up? Crap, we gotta do another one. Okay. So just judging from that breaker, it did like a good 6,000 into that, into this. It's an interesting attack, honestly. Like, trying to pull that off, like, let me show you guys since he's like kind of gone. So we can kind of show you like the point of this. The whole purpose of rewind is this into this. That's where all the damage comes from. Legit, I'm not even joking. Like, that's where all the damage comes from, and that's the sad part. The rest of the damage from backtrack comes from that. So that kind of sucks, because that's like the only way to do it, which sucks. I don't like that being the only way. I really don't. That way is tricky as hell and the hardest way to pull it off. But when you do, you feel satisfaction. You did it. Congratulations. But backtrack to fully get its damage in is through that. And that's why this was the flaw I hated about Heckle. That was the only way to get backtrack off. The only way to pull it off fully. That's what I didn't like about the character. Backtrack never comboed, so I had issues with it. God, movie ping hits like a truck, and that's not even a joke. Boomerang! Nope. 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2. Slice. 1, 2. Slice. And we're prepping that boomerang combo. Boomerang. Breaker. 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 Like I said, that's the beauty of it. Oh. And backtrack. 1, 2. Slice. And then breaker. 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 And that's where all the good damage comes in. Oh no, 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 lag. You son of a witch. No, you don't. Boomerang him again. Oh snap, I killed myself because of that bullcrap. My god. That lag killed me, man. But we'll conclude here. We're going to say we won that. But we're going to conclude here. Thanks for watching this Heckle Lone Warrior, guys. I know it's a lot to take in for this character and try to understand why that backtrack is like that. I couldn't understand it either, guy. So it was very confusing. But thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. And thanks for always supporting your boy, Wolf Thunder Ranger. And we're about to hit that 19K sub mark. So that's going to be an awesome turnout. Thanks for watching, guys.